There is a misunderstanding about financial markets, which comes from economic theory, that the markets tend towards equilibrium, and that deviations from that equilibrium occur in a random manner. And that actually is a misunderstanding. And this misunderstanding is at the heart of this longer term, what I call super bubble, that has been developing for the last 25 years. Ever since the end of the Second World War, you have had a continuing extension of credit, greater and greater use of credit. That's the trend in reality. And that has been going on, generally credit growing maybe 1.5 times faster than the production. But then the idea got around that it's best to leave markets to themselves, that the markets are self-correcting. And that's the misconception that, combined with credit expansion, created this super bubble. And this misconception, which I call market fundamentalism, really became the dominant belief in the world around 1980, when Reagan was elected president, Margaret Thatcher became prime minister in the United Kingdom, and this became the basis of globalization. And financial markets have been globalized since then. They've also been liberalized. In other words, there have always been financial crises ever since there have been financial markets. And each time the authorities intervened, they bailed out the failing institutions. This has led to an acceleration in the willingness to extend credit and to use leverage until it reached an unsustainable level. Because you can't lend more than 100% on a house, particularly when the housing prices are inflated. And so you now have a small bubble, the housing bubble, and a large bubble which sort of envelops the entire financial system, being reversed at the same time. And that is what is currently happening.
According to what you have said, one might think that the financial construction of the world is unhealthy.
It is a remarkable thing that this really impressive, powerful global financial system is based on false premises. But according to my view, it's not only the financial system, but actually this is characteristic of all our constructions. It's characteristic of political regimes, of ideologies. So natural science has produced wonders. Then economic theory tried to imitate natural science. You know, in Newtonian physics based on equilibrium. So economic theory also tried to develop a theory of equilibrium. But it left out of account the fact that human thinking actually enters into the phenomena. It has a causal effect. It's one of the determinants of what happens in society. And there, you see, thinking plays a dual role. On the one hand, we try to understand the situation in which we participate. On the other hand, we try to change it. And those two functions work in opposite direction and they interfere with each other. And as a result, we cannot base our decisions on knowledge alone, and our actions have unintended consequences. And this in reflexivity, this two-way connection, has been left out of account. That is what is at the core of all social phenomena. And now we, in the financial markets, we are experiencing this disruption.